exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Notre Dame All-American Dynasty here on NCAA Football Revamped. That's right. It is time to play the conference championship, the Big Ten championship game. If you guys have not been following this series and you're wondering why Notre Dame is in the Big Ten championship, you're wondering what the heck an All-American series, there's a playlist in the description. Go back and watch some of the other episodes. I talk about it all in almost every episode. I talk about the history of this series and stuff. So if you're a little bit confused on what we're doing here, just go back into the playlist, peruse around a little bit. Don't go back and watch like the first season because the audio and the quality of those videos aren't very good. I'm not very proud of those videos. I'm more proud of these videos as we get further on, the more recent ones. But just go back and kind of peruse the history of this series so that you guys can keep up. A little bit of quick recap, I guess. In the first season, we were independent. We went to the national championship game. We won the national championship game. In that offseason, I chose to move Notre Dame to the Big Ten because at the time of recording that video, there was rumors circling around in the world that Notre Dame was in talks to move to the Big Ten and join in an upcoming season. So I thought, you know what? We're living in an alternate universe here. We might as well do it. So I thought it'd be fun. Plus, my favorite team, Ohio State, is in the Big Ten, so I get to play Ohio State. That'd be awesome. So, and look where we're at right now. So we're in the Big Ten championship. This is season number 2. If you guys are not keeping up, this is season number 2. We're almost done with it. We got to play my favorite team, Ohio State, in the Big Ten championship. We already played them once before this season. If we take a look at the schedule, we played them early in the season. I'm pretty sure like week 3, maybe week 4. I can't exactly remember when we played them. If we go to, can we go to just our team? Oh yeah, it's over here. It's over here. My bad. I need to hit the right button. There we go. Team schedule. That's what I want to do. Yeah, we played them. I was right on. I don't know how I remembered that. We played them in week 3. We beat them 41-10. So, rematch. If we win this game, we will go to the national championship and we will play whoever the 1 seed is, Virginia Tech. So, Virginia Tech will play Louisville in the ACC championship. If Virginia Tech wins, they're in the national championship. If they lose, it's probably going to be Alabama or something. I don't know. But we're the last 2 undefeated teams. We have to play Ohio State. They have to play Louisville. It's going to be big. It is going to be a massive game. And I think Todd Gurley's wrapped up the Heisman. I'm not 100% sure. It still could change, especially if Braxton Miller has a great game against us. We have to have a great game with Todd Gurley. But I think it might be wrapped up. I'm not 100% sure, but it might be wrapped up. Recruiting, we'll touch all that in the offseason. The reason I don't really show a lot of recruiting in these videos is because the recruiting doesn't necessarily matter, because those guys, I don't want you to get attached to those guys because that's not going to be who they are when they actually come play for Notre Dame. They're going to be actual real-life players. So it's a whole thing. We'll go over more in the offseason when we get to it. We still got 2 more games possibly. Well, guaranteed, because no matter what, we're going to go to a bowl game. It's just a matter of if it's the national championship or not. So with all that being said, I'm out of breath. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button if you go on to enjoy this video. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Let's do this. Let's play Ohio State in the national championship game. We're going to Indianapolis. We're going to what's it called? Lucas Oil Field. Or Lucas Oil Stadium, I guess. I don't think the field is called Lucas Oil Field. We're going to where the Colts play, basically. Let's see if we can get it done against Ohio State.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Big Ten has changed a lot in the last few years. The offenses have become more explosive. The ankles aren't quite as thick. Everything moves a little bit faster, and that is especially true in the Big Ten championship game. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
It's been a big season for both of these teams, and one of them will lead the game as champion of the Big Ten. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Ten Championship is underway here in Indianapolis. We get the ball first, and our offense gets to come out on the field, but maybe not because Sammy Watkins could take it back, and he won't. He'll get brought down. Woof, that was pretty close, though. We got to keep an eye on that bottom ticker because Virginia Tech's game is going on at the same time that ours is. So we also got to keep in mind about what their score is. We got to do a little bit of scoreboard watching. Alabama already won. They beat South Carolina, so that's huge because as Johnny Manziel gets huge space, Johnny Manziel first play is going to take it to the house. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Notre Dame. Johnny Manziel, 1 play touchdown, and that's how the Irish start a Big Ten championship game. He may have lost his Heisman spot, but he's still our Heisman in our eyes. And we put this on up and through with Will Lutz, and just like that, that may be the quickest touchdown in school history, Johnny Manziel sends it. But as I was saying before that crazy touchdown from Johnny Manziel happened, as I was saying, Alabama already won their game against South Carolina, so they're the SEC champions. They're number 3 in the nation. So if one of us loses, whether it's us or Virginia Tech, Alabama's most likely going to be in the national championship game. So this is massive. But if both of us win, if both Virginia Tech and ourselves win, then it doesn't really matter. It's just up to what we and Virginia Tech do. So we got to keep our eyes on the bottom ticker to find out what happens with that game as Braxton Miller, who's also a Heisman finalist, tries to do the same thing that Manziel does, and he gets brought down for a gain of 6. Our defense is going to have to play amazing against Braxton Miller. We know how electric he can be. Just from personal experience, I know how electric he can be. We held him to a decent amount in the first game we played. I do remember him not playing particularly well against us in week 3. But hey, he's had a full season. He's 3 in the Heisman right now, so if he has a game where he goes off, he could very well take the Heisman Trophy away from Todd Gurley. 3rd and 4. This is a big opportunity for our defense. We got to him, but he gets the ball off to, is that Devin Smith? Oh, it's Corey Smith. Okay. Corey Smith brings that one in. And somehow, with Jalen Smith bringing a ton of pressure, Braxton Miller was able to get that ball off. This time they hand it off to Briante. I haven't seen some of these names in a long time. This is bringing back some memories from back in the day with this Ohio State team. Briante Dunn, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Who else they got out? They got Nick Van Nett, Evan Spencer, Corey Smith. That's going to be Ryan Shazier. No, blocked by the tackle and brought down. Briante Dunn for a gain of 4. 3rd and 3. We've held them to now back-to-back third and decent, I guess. It was 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 3. They're going to go with a screen pass, and Smith is going to be open. Corey Smith breaks a tackle, keeps breaking tackles, Corey Smith gets a huge 15-yard gain on that wide receiver screen. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Braxton Miller with a great play, and that right tackle keeps on blocking out of his mind. We have one of the best pass rushes in the country, and yet the Ohio State offensive line so far, through the first couple plays, has done a really good job. It's going to be a speed option. Miller has it. He's going to keep it. Breaks one tackle. Ibrahim Campbell's the one to finally bring him down. Gets lucky by bringing him down like that. Or Braxton Miller could have easily taken that into the end zone, no doubt. There was nobody else that was going to. Ibrahim Campbell was the last line of defense. He got lucky on that one. And they're going to keep it with Miller, but somehow he gets away from my tackle. And Miller will get the first down. This Buckeye offense is unstoppable right now. We might have to throw all-out pressure on the quarterback here. Forget the passes. We might have to go all in on the quarterback options, because it seems like that's what they're going to run as Braxton Miller gets to the end zone. I missed my tackle. I got to the backfield, but I did not hit the tackle. That one's on me. I messed it up. So when we come back out on defense, we're going to have to do a little bit of adjusting and try to stop those quarterback options, because Braxton Miller is reading our defense like a book, and it's a children's book to him. And it's 7-7, but that's what you expect in a Big Ten championship against the two best teams in the conference. You would expect a tight game. Sammy Watkins returns this one, doesn't get it near as good blocking as he did on the first one. And now our offense comes back on the field. We didn't really get to see our offense on the last possession because Manziel took it to the house on the first play. You think we could do it again? I'm going to try it. You think they're going to adjust this time? We'll see what happens here. Going to hold it. Manziel, they do adjust. They play some defense out there, and Manziel gets the second down and 1. I figured they would adjust. They're not going to let back-to-back huge read option plays go. They're not a bad team. But we got to start running the ball with Gurley, especially since Braxton Miller seems to be on track for a great game. So we got to have Gurley have just as good of a game, if not better. Let's see what we want to do here. We got to go with zone weak. We got the first down. It's going to be hard to run on this Buckeye defense, that's for sure. This is one of the better Buckeye defenses. We're going to hand it off. Huge blocks, open space, and brought down. I thought he was going to break another tackle there, but he just spun around and fell. Thought we had a shot. Louisville is up 3-0 on Virginia Tech. That's massive. If they hold that lead, they win 3-0. I'd be happy with that. Although, do we really want to play? Oh, I thought I gave it to Gurley. I held X, but I guess it didn't work. I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. I thought I pressed it not hard enough. Is that Noah Spence that tackled me? He shouldn't even be here. He got suspended and kicked off the team and then went to Central Michigan, did he go? I don't even know where he went. Oh, that's an interesting throw, Jarvis Landry. Dangerous throw and a bad result dropped by Jarvis, who doesn't really drop a lot of passes. He's not one of our guys that drops a lot of passes. That's more like Sammy Watkins and those guys. We need to make it a more manageable for fourth down. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be the guy to do it. It's 4th and 11. I guess that's not manageable. I mean, it's 3 yards that we didn't have before. I should have taken triangle. That probably would have been the smarter option. That might have even got us a first down. Who knows? All right, we're going to send Odell on a slant to get him in the middle of the field. And we're going to have to use that slant, and it's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs. They brought pressure off the edge that I was not expecting, and we turned the ball over. That's not a good start, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a good start. Let's see what we can do here. I forgot to do the adjustments on this play. Oh, no. Get back. Thank you. There we go. Jalen Ramsey's the one to bring him down. I'll take it. No gain for Braxton Miller. Oh, they're going to do hurry up. I knew they would. We're not going to have time to bring any adjustments right now. We're going to have to wait till a dead ball or something. They're going to snap it, and he's going to get obliterated. -5. loss of 5 on the play. We weren't fooled by the read option there. Are they going to keep going? Okay, now this is where we can make adjustments. So we're going to have to go with QB contain aggressive. And we're going to have to focus on the quarterback and see if that works. Hopefully. I mean, those first 2 plays were read option, and they worked in our favor even without doing those adjustments. So hopefully now, even with the adjustments, we can do a little bit better. They're going to go for the running back. Briante Dunn brought down for a loss of 2. And just like that, we capitalize on what the Buckeyes thought they were going to capitalize on. We turn the ball over, and then we force a 3 and out. The ACC Championship game is into the second quarter, and it's still 3-0 Louisville, so that is huge. We're about to be in the second quarter as well, and that punt is going to bounce, and yes, friendly bounce, and it will go into the end zone. 2 seconds before the second quarter starts, and it's a 7-7 ball game. Let's get some running back action here. Need to have Todd Gurley get a huge gain here. Last play before the quarter ends. Gurley, I tried to break the tackle. That was a great tackle from Thompson there. Our only offense has been Johnny Manziel doing a read option play. That's really all we've done. The Buckeye defense has shut us down. 3 carries, 13 yards is not enough to clinch a Heisman. So we're going to have to play a little bit better. Almost picked off. I didn't think he had a chance at that. That's why I threw it. I thought I had a floater for a big gain, but that was a great play. He's got hops. 3rd and 10. This Buckeye defense has been suffocating so far. Not much we've been able to do. I see him. He's open. He got it, Sammy Watkins. And he's got some space, but he tripped. That worked out. I'll take it. That worked out, and I'll take it. That was close. I thought I was going to have to scramble and then get nothing. But luckily, Sammy Watkins. At first, I couldn't remember what his route was. I think his route was a deep route, but he came back to the quarterback, I guess. I don't know what happened there. It worked out for us. Todd Gurley gets some open space on the side. He got the edge, but couldn't get enough of the edge. Thompson has been all over the place in this drive. He's been on every single play. He's the one who had the tackle for no gain. He had the almost interception. He was in on the play with Sammy Watkins there. He's had everything, and he just made that tackle. This is going to be a QB keeper, automatically designed quarterback run, and Johnny Manziel will get there for the first down and more. 4 carries, 82 yards for Manziel. He should have been the Heisman. Now remember, Johnny Manziel's a redshirt junior, so he has the opportunity to go to the NFL, and I'm hoping that he does, because this is the second season as Todd Gurley breaks a huge run up the middle. He's had 2 seasons as the starting quarterback here, but we have guys like Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston behind him that I want to get some playing time. So Johnny Manziel hopefully will see that he can't really do much more than win a Heisman. He's already been a national championship winning quarterback. I think he won the Heisman last year too. So, I mean, Manziel's done everything that he needed to do here. Hopefully he sees like a #1 pick in the draft scenario, and he goes and he leaves for the draft so we can get a new quarterback in here. I guess I wouldn't be super upset if Manziel chooses to stay. I just want to get some different faces in here so you guys don't see the same guys over and over again. I'm going to have to run out here. What a cut from Sammy Watkins. Good route. First down. I thought he was going to break that tackle. I thought he was going to slip it. All right, this is when we go and give Todd Gurley as many carries as possible to get him in the end zone here. Pad his stats. Make sure that he looks good for the Heisman. So here we go. We call a run play. I don't like any of those plays. So we call this one. We give it to Gurley. Go up the middle. Todd Gurley rushing touchdown, and we take our lead back with 3:14 to go in the second quarter. Todd Gurley scores, and it's now a 13-7 game, hopefully 14-7 game. if Will Lutz can put this one through. It looks like it's a Ohio State dominated crowd here in Indy. I don't know why. I mean, we're closer. We're in Indiana too. Ohio State's not even in Indiana. Our fans should have certainly made the trip over. I mean, we got a decent amount, but there's just a lot of Buckeye fans sprinkled in. Ohio State's got that full side of the stadium, and then has other fans sprinkled throughout the rest of the stadium. We don't really have a full side. I mean, we got fans sprinkled in on their side, but not as many as they do. How will this Ohio State offense recover after getting shut out with a 3-and-out on their last possession? They thought they had everything figured out. They thought they could just run over our defense with read option. It's not that simple. I missed the tackle. I was just a little bit short. As Clinton Dix can't bring him down. It's a gang tackle to get him. I was just inches away from his shoelaces and getting Braxton Miller brought down for no gain. Just couldn't get it. And that Louisville game, by the way, I just saw it as I was talking, is 10-7 Louisville. So in the late second quarter, it's 10-7 Louisville. That's a big game as Shazier wraps him up, but he gets to a first down. This is going to be a grind. We knew it going in. We knew that this is the best team that we had to face. They were the best team in the regular season that we had to face, and they're certainly the best team we had to face here in the conference championship. There's a reason they're here at 10-2. One of those losses being us. And Briante Dunn starting to get a little bit of yardage. He's starting to wear down our linebackers, I think. That's not a good sign because we're in the second quarter. We can't have our linebackers getting worn down already. Hireman is going to move. They're going to give it to Briante Dunn again. He's going to get laid out on that one. No gain on the play. Ishaq Williams says, you're not going anywhere. That was a crazy tackle. All right, we're going to go with a little bit of two-man under. Bring Reggie Ragland off the edge. It's going to be a screen. It's picked off by Kavari Russell. He picks off. Whoa! Braxton Miller tried the wide receiver screen, but Kavari Russell had it scouted. And it's an interception for the Fighting Irish. The momentum has completely swayed in our direction. That's unbelievable. I thought it would just be like a knockdown, incomplete pass or something, but an interception on a wide receiver screen, huge momentum shift. Todd Gurley gets 5 yards on it. Every little bit matters, man. Every little bit matters. I'm thinking probably around, I don't know, like 130, 150 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns should be good enough to clinch the Heisman for Todd Gurley officially. So if we can get him to that stat line, that should be good as he's just bulldozing over a couple of tacklers and gets 10 yards. We're just going to keep bulldozing this one. As Virginia Tech scores a touchdown, it is 14-10. Va-Tech leads over Louisville. So the #1 team in the country, not done yet. That's going to be another great gain for Gurley, about 6 or 7 on that one. 7 to be exact. And it's 10 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown for Gurley. We're looking pretty good here. That interception, man, it just completely sucked the life out of these Buckeye fans. Braxton Miller makes a mental error, and it may cost them a possession, and it may cost them some points. Derek Watt motions. Manziel, fake handoff. We're going to roll out. Who do we have open? Nobody. I might have had Odell Beckham Jr., but Manziel, I tried to fight my way in there. I got met at the line, man. I don't know who hit me. I went with the hit stick to try and bulldoze my way in, the truck stick. It didn't work. I got leveled. Luckily, Manziel gets back up. And this is where Todd Gurley comes into play. Let's see if we can get him his second touchdown of the day. Gurley up the middle. He breaks a tackle and he's in. And just like that, it's a 2-possession lead for the Fighting Irish here in Indianapolis. Could we be clinching our second straight Big Ten championship? Actually, our first Big Ten championship. We were independent last season. Could we be clinching our first Big Ten championship? That one goes up and in. 21-7. The number 2 team in the country is sitting pretty in the first half. We're 1 half away from going to the national championship game to play most likely number 1 seeded Virginia Tech. They're into the second half now. We're about to be with 44 seconds to go. Their game just kicked off a little bit earlier than ours. Braxton Miller threw a pick, which most likely, especially with the game that Todd Gurley's having. I mean, I'm saying that Braxton Miller has a chance at the Heisman. Blake Sims is second in the Heisman, so if anybody we should be worrying about, it should be Blake Sims, and he dominated his game against South Carolina, scoring 31 points. So, I mean, we should forget about Braxton Miller, especially now that he threw an interception. He's not having a great game through the air. They're going to give it to Briante Dunn, and Ishaq Williams has been everywhere in this second quarter. He's made big tackle after big tackle on Briante Dunn, meeting him in the backfield. And it's 3rd and 7. Are they going to get this ball off? I think they might. They just might. It'll be like 1 or 2 seconds left before they snap it. They do. They'll give it to Dunn. He'll carry it up for a first down, and that's how the game will go to the half. 21-7, Notre Dame leads. What a first half, man. All right, we're ready to go. It is the start of the second half in Indianapolis. Notre Dame leads Ohio State 21-7 in the Big Ten championship game. This is massive. If we win, we go to the national championship game. If we lose, it's probably Alabama, Virginia Tech. But I don't see us losing, especially with a 2-touchdown lead, and we've been controlling Braxton Miller in this second quarter. I'm going to use our Jalen Smith. We're going to go up the middle, and we're going to stop this play, whatever it is. They're going to try a pass. It's going to be shut down at the line. He got a gain of 1. Okay. He got a gain of 1 on the play. Somehow, I don't know how he inched his way for a gain, but whatever. We still shut it down for really nothing. And they're running no huddle. They're going to give this to Briante Dunn. He's going to get by. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he gets to the first down line just barely. It's 3rd and inches. So this is when we bring the heat. And not the Miami Heat, the Notre Dame Heat. They're going to motion Smith. We're going to go in for it, and it's Trey Waynes. We had Shazier take out the pitchman, and Trey Waynes comes in and sacks well, doesn't sack the quarterback, but tackles Braxton Miller, and that's how we stop a speed option pitch. 4th and 5, the Buckeyes will punt this ball back to Notre Dame, and we are in full control of this game. I was a little bit worried there for a second in the first quarter. I thought, oh, we are going to have a fight on our hands. We're going to be slugging back and forth, but our defense has come up big. With the first, it started with that 3 and out on their second possession. Then we got the interception. That completely changed things, and now we have a 2-possession lead, and we just stopped them again. So our defense has come up big since that first quarter or first drive. We've definitely adjusted, no doubt about that. Todd Gurley, I tried to do a little bit of stickiness. I tried to get in and out, bob and weave a little bit, but it didn't really work. We're going to run some no huddle, though. They're not going to be ready for it. They're going to be grasping for air, or gasping for air, I should say, not grasping. I guess they could just, like, grasp at the air, but it wouldn't really make sense. Oh, no, you need a block there. That was a good play. Good play by the defender, the linebacker there. I needed my lineman to block instead of just, like, push. He kind of just pushed the linebacker into the lane that I was running instead of putting his hands on him and blocking him. But it's okay because we've got Johnny Manziel, who's going to get shut down. Good play. But you don't cheer yet. Thompson's been everywhere. Don't cheer yet. We are going for it. I mean, we don't punt the football. You guys know this. They don't know this, but we know this. We don't punt the football on this channel, so we're going for it. It's not surprising because it's what we do. I'm going to step back. I'm going to fire this, and that's Johnny Manziel being horrible. We turn the ball over. I should have known that was going to go bad. Louisville is up 17-14. They scored a touchdown in the third quarter. That's massive. They're up by 3 now on Virginia Tech. Are we going to be playing Alabama or are we going to be playing Louisville? Or Virginia Tech, I should say, not Louisville. Ryan Shazier shutting that down before he could get the pitch. That's a loss of 5. They are committed to this run game. They're committed to the play action. They're committed to the run, the read option, and the speed option. They're committed to all of it. Braxton Miller is their offense. That's just plain and simple. Braxton Miller is their offense. He gives it to Briante Dunn this time. He gets a decent gain, gets those yards back, and it's 3rd and 9. We got to keep him out of field goal range. I really don't want them to get a field goal because that would make it 21-10. So we're going to try and stop them here on 3rd down. They most likely punt the football back to us depending on what happens here. Sheldon Day wraps him up for a gain of 1. That's quick. Sheldon Day got there quick. And that's 4th and 8. What are they going to do here? Are they in field goal range? Do they trust their kicker? They should have Nurnberger. They're going to go for it on 4th down. I respect it. I do the same. Not because we need to go for it, just because I don't punt the football on the channel. That's what we do. But they're going to go for it. They're going to have an open man, but he's going to be stopped just short. Landon Collins along with Kavari Russell. We're going to stop Corey Smith short, and we get the ball back. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Great defense there. And just like that, we're back in control, back in the driver's seat. I'm going to dump this one off to Troy Nicholas, try to break a tackle or two, but can't do anything there. And basically, all we got to do is just run the clock for a quarter and a half. And we should be good to go. We should be not national champions, Big Ten champions. I've only thrown the ball 8 times and completed 4 of them for 46 yards. That's how much we've been running this football. We're going to give this to Gurley. Thompson is quick. He has been a menace this entire game. It's actually crazy how much he's been in control of this game, just like getting everywhere. He's made a lot of tackles. He made a lot of big plays. He hasn't caused any turnovers. The Virginia Tech back in front, 21-17. They scored again. That game is going back and forth. That must be an exciting game to watch. As Todd Gurley sneaks that 1st down. Doran Grant could not bring me down. That's 15 carries, 84 yards. We're getting close to around the number that I'd like. He's already got 2 touchdowns, so I don't hate that. I think that might be enough. I mean, the game that Braxton Miller's had is not good enough. We don't know what kind of game Blake Sims had, which is the only problem. That ball's out! Reeves picks it up, and it's Buckeye football. I should have went out of bounds. I tried to get greedy and get extra yards and keep the clock moving. I tried to get greedy. That one's on me. That one is on me. I got greedy, tried to get an extra yard, and Manziel coughed it up. Reeves picks it up, and it's Buckeye football. But they got to score. They got to move the ball, I should say. Not just score. They got to just move the ball in this defense. We've been stout the past couple of drives. Briante Dunn, 12 carries, 42 yards. Not good enough. And they've been committed to the run game. I don't know how many passes they've thrown, but not enough. They're going to give it to Dunn again. Shazier's going to miss the tackle, but Ibrahim Campbell won't. That's the senior. Although I think Shazier's a senior too, so it doesn't matter. But that's going to be the end of the quarter. They're not going to get this ball off. 3 quarters down, 1 to go in the Big Ten championship game. It's 3rd and 4 for the Buckeyes when the clock starts again. This one is coming down to the wire, I'd say. Who's going to walk up to that stand and accept the crystal ball, I guess? I don't know what is the crystal ball, right, for the Big Ten championship? I don't even know. That's going to be a screen. We got to Miller, but he got it away. It's Briante Dunn, who absolutely annihilated Kavari Russell there. Ended his life with a stiff arm. The only pass that Braxton Miller has missed is that interception on the wide receiver screen. That should tell you something about how little they've thrown this game. 6 times. We don't got long to go in this game. Miller's going to scramble. He's going to find some space. He's going to get a lot of space here. Braxton Miller down the field. He broke that tackle too. If we didn't have any backup coming from behind, Braxton Miller would have broke that tackle. So it's a good thing we did. or that would have been a huge touchdown, and the momentum would have been completely back in the Buckeyes' favor. But instead, it's 1st and 10. We shut that down, and Briate Dunn given another chance, and he's going to fall on top of, who is that, Ishaq Williams? I can't tell. Whoever it is, he fell on top of him, and he's going to get gain of 5. Let's see if we can do something here, boys. Come on, get some pressure on Braxton. They're going to give it to Dunn again. He's going to get swallowed in the backfield. Loss of 4 on the play, 3rd and 8. Lewis Nix, the third, is going to get him for the 2nd tackle of the game for him. And this is just chewing clock. I'm fine about it because we don't really need to rush. They're the ones who need to hurry. They got about 4 minutes to score 2 touchdowns and stop us. So can they do it? I don't know. They're going to give it to Smith this time. Is that Rod Smith? It is Rod Smith. Okay. 4th and 8. They shouldn't have ran the ball there, but hey, the Buckeyes, they had a game plan coming in this game. I can't blame them for committing to it, but sometimes you got to adjust. We adjusted after that first drive where Braxton Miller torched us. We adjusted, and they haven't really done much since. I mean, he had that 33-yard gain just now, but Braxton Miller going to pass this one. He's going to have nobody, and that's a turnover. Horrible decision-making from the Heisman finalist Braxton Miller, and that's a turnover on downs. Notre Dame will walk back onto the field for hopefully the final time in this game as we can just chew this clock away. Let's see if we can we change this to the other side? I want to flip this. There we go. Let's flip this to the other side and get some open space. Todd Gurley, I need you to be faster. You got to be faster than the linebackers, Gurley. Come on. I mean, you got 8 yards, but you had a lot of open space. If you could have just turned the corner, you would have been gone. But you couldn't do it. Halfback stretch here on 2nd down and 2. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in that Virginia Tech game. The ACC championship is going to come down to the wire, unlike this one, where we're going to just ice this one away, up by 2 touchdowns. I'm completely fine with winning 21-7. I don't care. As long as we're in the national championship game, it doesn't matter how we win. We could win by 21-7, or we could win 21-20. I don't care how we do it, as long as we do it. And we got to keep an eye on that score in case Virginia Tech put another touchdown on the board. They're up by 11. That game has got to be over, right? There's no way with under 3 minutes to go in the ACC championship game, there's no way Louisville can come back from an 11-point deficit. I mean, it's possible. I just don't see it happen. It's very unlikely. So it looks like it'll be Notre Dame versus Virginia Tech, 1 versus 2 for the national title. 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think that's good enough to clinch the Heisman, no matter what Blake Sims did in the game in the SEC championship. I think that's going to be good enough, unless Blake Sims threw like 4 touchdowns and threw for like 300, 400 yards passing. Oh, I had some space, but I got stopped by my lineman. I had some space. Now they're going to use timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Interesting strategy from the Buckeyes. They're going to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. But we're committed. Oh, the game is over. Virginia Tech survives 28-17, and they will go to the national championship as the 1 seed, I would assume. I wouldn't think that this win would be impressive enough to boost us ahead of them. We will be the 2 seed, they will be the 1 seed, and that'll be the national championship game for the next episode. That's crazy. I thought Louisville had a chance there. They had a couple different leads in the game. They couldn't hold on. Virginia Tech must be a real good team. I can't wait to play them. I can't wait to play them. And that's all of Ohio State's timeouts right there. And they still have the 2-minute warning, so I guess it was an okay strategy, but I mean, they had to have stopped us on some of these runs if those timeouts were going to matter at all, and they didn't. So it looks like it's going to be Notre Dame with the victory here. Great blocking from the offensive line continues in this game. And we're going to just go. We are just going to go. Oh, that's college. That's right. They don't have the 2-minute warning. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. No wonder they were using the timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Why am I such an idiot sometimes? Oh, that's a big-time gap. And tackled by the shoelaces. Another 10-yard carry. And this is for sure enough to clinch officially the Heisman for Todd Gurley. 140 plus yards, no doubt. No doubt about her. Let's flip this play and run to the other side. We've only thrown the ball 8 times. I'm sorry, wide receivers, but this was a game about Todd Gurley. In the national championship game, we can throw the ball a lot more because we don't have to worry about the Heisman because it should be clinched already. But Johnny Manziel, he does it again. Johnny Football, he's got the magic in him. Another read option play that he takes to the house. And we put another touchdown on the board. We didn't need it, but we put it up there. Johnny Football's got that magic in him. The only question is, does Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston have that same magic? I don't know. It'll be a change of pace. We know Marcus Mariota can control the offense just as good, if not better. And there it is. Teddy Bridgewater couldn't do it. He put up a valiant effort, but their defense, I'm assuming, just couldn't get it done. So it's looking like Notre Dame, Virginia Tech for the Natty. Interesting. 1 minute and 32 left to go in the Big Ten Championship. I'm sure they were scoreboard watching just as much as we were to find out if they were playing Alabama or if they were playing us. Of course, they were scoreboard watching once they had the lead in hand. They're the game in hand. Once they got up by 11. And then they looked at the scoreboard and they saw us up by 2 touchdowns. They're like, oh, crap, we got to play those Notre Dame guys. That's going to be a deep ball. Campbell's back there, and he picks it off. Ibrahim Campbell, the senior. Picks off Braxton Miller. That's number 2 for Miller. He was just heaving one. He was just heaving a ball up there. And Ibrahim Campbell says, not today, my guy. I'm taking that one back. 7 tackles and an interception for Campbell in his final Big Ten game. I wonder if this is Braxton Miller's final game, at least in the Big Ten. 16-yard carry for Todd Gurley. Should we try read option again, see if it works for a 3rd time? They seem to be very inconsistent in their attempts to stop it. 163 yards and 2 touchdowns for Gurley. Very impressive day. Let's try it. Let's see what they stop here. Decent blocking. Oh, but Thompson fumbles. Oh, well, Thompson forces the fumble from Manziel. Wow. Jamie Thompson has been elite in this game for the Buckeyes. They may not have done anything else, but Jamie Thompson can hold his head high. That's a hard thing to say. Hold his head high because of the performance he put on in this game. I don't think he forced the first one, but he definitely forced that one. And Clinton Dix turns it back over for the Fighting Irish. Braxton Miller, another heave, trying to get some sort of touchdown. And Clinton Dix laughing all the way to the bank, baby. 53 seconds left. We're just going to run this ball and get out of here. So turnover after turnover. And Braxton Miller really hurt his stats here. 3 interceptions, 2 that were unnecessary, but he was just trying to make something happen. Trying to maybe get a bump and somehow the receiver catches it and goes for a touchdown. I don't know. I mean, crazy things can happen. It's college football. But our corners and safeties just played unbelievable there on those back-to-back plays, and we pick them off. Another great run for Gurley, and that is going to be the end of the game. We're not going to run with Manziel anymore. He's fumbled twice already. No need for him to run again and force another fumble, especially get hurt and then not be ready for the national championship game. We don't need that. So we are going to just let this clock go down. We're going to have to run the ball one more time to not get called for delay game. But your Fighting Irish are going to go to the national championship game for the 2nd straight year. I forget who we played in the first time. I might have to go back and watch that video, see who we played. It definitely wasn't Virginia Tech. I know that. Maybe it was Bama. I don't remember. We're going to snap this one. We're going to give it to Gurley. He's going to get a huge gain of about 9 or 8. Oh, 10. Okay. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, 28-7. Your Heisman winner seals it. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish clinch their first Big Ten championship. Hopefully more to come. The number 2 team in the country clinched their spot in the national championship game. I was worried in the first quarter. That first drive by Braxton scared me. It put the fear of God in me. That is for sure. But then we adjusted and we played our brand of football, which is pound it down your throat and play great defense, suffocating defense. And the Heisman winner, Todd Gurley, no doubt, right, that he's the Heisman winner? And we get to hold up a Big Ten trophy for the first time in our careers as the Buckeyes have to walk back to the locker rooms in disappointment. But we do it, ladies and gentlemen. We do it right. The Buckeyes just didn't adjust. They played good that first drive, but then we adjusted, and they just didn't get the memo. They were stuck in their ways. They thought they could beat us with the ground and pound of Braxton Miller, and they couldn't. They could not beat us with that. We suffocated them too much. Final stats for the Fighting Irish in the Big Ten Championship game. Johnny Manziel was 4 of 8 with 46 yards and nothing else. Didn't really need him to do much because the ground game was where it was at. 28 carries, 188 yards, and 2 touchdowns for our Heisman winner, Todd Gurley, and 9 carries, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Johnny Manziel. Most of that yardage was on those 2 read option touchdowns that he got. 2 catches, 38 yards for Sammy Watkins. That was about it. Then we had defensively, we had 8 tackles for Ibrahim Campbell, 7 for Ryan Shazier. We didn't sack Braxton Miller at all, but we did pick him off 3 times. Kavari Russell got the screen pass, the wide receiver screen interception. Ibrahim Campbell got the first of 2 Hail Mary throws. And then Clinton Dix, the one that sealed everything. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Fighting Irish win the Big Ten Championship for the first time, and we're going back to the Natty. We got to play Virginia Tech. It's going to be a big game. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news. As you can see on your screen, Brett Hundley has stolen the Heisman Trophy from Todd Gurley's fingertips. He must have had the game of his career in the Big Ten or in the Pac-12 championship, because he wins the Heisman. He got 454 first-place votes, and he skyrockets up the table and gets the Heisman. What happened? I mean, he wasn't even in the top 3. It was Gurley, then it was Sims, then it was Miller, and then I'm guessing it was Hundley and then Thompson. We got to check and see what kind of game Brett Hundley had, because we'll check all these awards next episode, but we got to check and see what kind of game he had in the Pac-12 championship, because that is unreal. I thought I had it clinched. I thought I did enough, both in the final game of the season and in this game in the Big Ten championship. I thought I did enough, but I guess I did not do enough. We gotta see what kind of game he had. We gotta go to top 25. We gotta see what kind of game he had against whoever he played in the Pac-12 championship. So UCLA, what team are they, or what number are they? Are they even in the top 25? They're not even in the top 25? Where's UCLA at? How do we find this game? We got to go to schedule. Let's just go to schedule. I thought they'd be a top 25 team. I guess not. So we got to go to Conference Championship Week. UCLA versus Washington. Game stats. UCLA player stats. Brett Hundley, 14 of 20, 149 yards and a touchdown. And that was enough to skyrocket him up? Did he rush at all? 17 carries for 60 yards. How did Brett Hundley jump up that much? Is it really that much of a quarterback award? Is it really that much of a quarterback award that they wouldn't give it to a running back? When he clearly deserved it, he played better throughout the season? Unbelievable. I don't know how Brett Hundley jumped up that much, but he stole the Heisman from Todd Gurley. Absolutely stole it. I can't believe it. I'm actually upset about that. I'm actually very mad about that. He stole a Heisman from us. Todd Gurley's the leading rusher in the entire country with 1789, and yet we just got the Heisman stolen from us by a quarterback. It really is a quarterback award. I can't believe that. I'm super upset about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. I got to go cool off because I'm mad about that. Let me know down below what you guys think of the video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. In the next episode, we got the National Championship 1 versus 2. It is official. Virginia Tech versus Notre Dame. Who's going to be the best team in the country? The defending champs or Virginia Tech? I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.